What's up guys, Human here back with another smashing video, and today I'll be covering some tips on traveling. I try to think of the most helpful tips, so comment below and let me know your thoughts on the video and things that I might have missed out and how I can improve my future videos. Let's go! So these tips are for solo players but can be applied to players when playing solo versus duo, solo versus squad, or if you're the only one left on your team. Now there's no secret route in traveling or set up a map that produces better result, but I can give you some tips that will help you have a top 10 rate of over 70% by the end of the season. One of the first things you want to do before you hit the ground is make a plan. This will help you tremendously throughout your match. When the loading screen is clear and you're in the plane, this is a perfect time to make a visual plan in your mind as to where you will land and where you will travel after you finish looting that area. When doing this, you want to keep in mind the plane line of travel. This will determine how early you will see another player and possibly get into a fight. One effective way of looting is to travel away from the plane line. This will give you enough time to settle in the match and possibly warm up those fingers for a fight. I've seen players loot towards a plane line, end up seeing another player very early in the game, and risking their points earlier than expected, and sometimes dying early. When looting, you should try to travel in a way to avoid open areas. If you definitely have to travel in open areas, ensure you have a glue wall. If you don't, you can take a quick scan of the area and then take a safe route to your destination. The best way to do this is to travel near trees and other objects. They say early bird get the most worms. This is true, but you should know if you want to be 1 minute early or 30 seconds early when approaching the safe zone. Being the first one at a particular area will give you various advantages. You can set 1, you can set traps, 2, you can see players approaching that area and get an easy kill, or force that player to use a glue wall. 3. You should also give yourself enough time that if you should get into a fight on the way, you won't get eliminated by the storm. This is kind of sad when it does happen. So one of my friends and I came up with a name for this tactic, and we decided to call it the window effect. So it's basically waiting for a queue or a window of opportunity to move from your current location to another location. Example, if you're pinned behind a tree and someone is in front of you, but that person doesn't know you're there, and say someone else should attack that person, that is when you jump through the window and make your escape. You get it? I hope you do. Knowing when to shoot. Time and time I've seen players being overconfident and shoot at another player when they're in an unfavorable position and end up dying or eliminating themselves to avoid embarrassment. And this needs to stop. Number 1. Do not, I repeat, do not shoot at a player when you have to pass them to get in the zone. Unless you're 100% sure you can defeat that player and you have glue wall to push them. Why, you may ask? They'll wait for the storm to cover you no matter what type of player they are, and try to get an easy kill when you're trying to get into the safe zone, or push you with that decent amount of glue wall. Number 2, do not shoot at someone that has an height advantage over you. Even if that player is a noob, you can easily die. If you have mastered the drag headshot or the precise and scope, you can take a chance, but I don't recommend doing this action. So this is where things get really intense. Blood rushing, hands and feet sweating, heart racing, being so nervous that if you were to hear a noise in the real world you might get spooked. I know the feeling and I've experienced it numerous of times. Over the time you get used to it, you just have to try to be calm in the end game. So what to do? Firstly, you want to find out the location of the other players without revealing your location. You can do this by staying somewhere where you have a good view of the area. If this isn't the case and you've just made it into the zone, wait for a window of opportunity to move into a comfortable location if necessary. Secondly, wait for the right moment to shoot while protecting your head. If there are 3 players left in the last circle, try to put things in your favor, even if it's to help one of the guys kill the other so you can get a 1-on-1. Without getting third party and having enough health to defeat a second player. Shotguns will dominate more than MP40 in the last circle. I'll say 60% to 40. What you can also do in the endgame is to use both shotgun and MP40. If you don't do this, someone will take advantage on third party when the fight starts. So the best option is to reduce the number of people alive. I hope these tips were helpful, and if they were, please like, subscribe, and share. Peace!
God that the brothers on the rise.